Hello. Playing another game, and I'm playing Butler again, another live game. I've changed up my deck a bit here. I've decided to take the M8 in A for speed because there's a lack of fast units to get to the front line. Anyway, let me just get on with this. It takes me too long to deploy sometimes. Oh, let's just make sure he doesn't. Make sure he doesn't get him. Alright, anyway. Right, so where do I need to get to fast? I want to sort that out straight away. So, one here. Two here.
What's up, sir?
And I've taken my AT weapons in B phase. The plan here being I'm going to use these destroyers, these tank destroyers, combined with the Sherman leader to help me outrange things if I need to, or if I can.
Sugar King.
Right,
Sugar
I think it's going to be better putting this
Say
over
again.
here, maybe. Yeah, everything else is pretty much the same as what I had last time. I've still stayed away from putting... give me a second to think here. I've stayed away from putting the engineers in A as well. I really want to use them in B. Let's see how that works out. Hopefully it'll be okay. There you go, a bit further back. Cavalry scouts. I want you coming around here. I have to put some kind of presence. Maybe this will do the trick. And then I could use it for something else as well. So I want to get fast over here. It's going to be problematic with the units I have right now. So
Nothing to report.
if I can get this unit out here, that might
I'll
help
get you
out.
there as soon as possible.
I have to throw some infantry in. 2, 3.
Need a lift?
I want to get some infantry in
I'll
here.
get you there as soon as possible.
That as well would be nice. And the other one, bring around here.
I'll get you there as soon as possible.
I think this is where I'm going to use a tank destroyer as well. And should I bring a Sherman? Air. Alright, so I'm really light now on what I've got. So
Ready, sir?
fairly standard machine gun opening. I'll put this there,
I'll get you there as soon as possible.
and the other one right at the front, I think. Also use one of these to get in there, harass and annoy. 2 of these.
Reading you 5.
So I'll move this fast to up to here.
Driving at full speed.
And the other
What's
one,
the plan?
I'm getting to move around here.
That's the way.
On this side,
I hear you. Over.
I use the Scott over here, just to make sure nothing comes in that way. And the M8. Quick hunt down this road. Try and cut off anything that's coming through here. And I've got 80 points left. What could I do with this? I think I bring in a Scott. These have got 1500 range, so yeah, if he breaks through here, can bring this out, can protect me a little bit. Actually, it might be better off around this area. Yeah, I'll bring it around there.
Ready to take command, sir.
So yeah, move him up around here, so he can pick off any AT weaponry. I could do a bit more recon as well. I'll bring cavalry scouts into the centre town.
Yes, sir.
I'll be unloading them out here. That'll be okay. Now, where do these ones going actually? That's going to be a problem if I don't sort
Vehicle
these
ready,
out.
sir.
So they're not going anywhere yet. Right, so I want one of them for sure to come in and unload around here,
I'll get you there as soon as possible.
and the other one to come into the town and unload in the town. Then move through into the forest. Alright, let's see how this goes. No AA out, so we've got to be wary of that. That guy is unloading it. Oh, I've not moved these. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, so let's get... Let's move them round there.
Ready to blow some tanks, sir.
This one's moving faster.
That's the way.
It's around here.
Yes, sir.
Quick hunt here. Here.
Engage on sight.
Here. Destroyer.
Looking for a prey.
Oh no, quick hunt here.
Engage on sight.
Just keeping back for now in protection. Alright, this is looking good.
I'll get you there as soon as possible.
Alright, so I think we're up against a new player here. Ah,
At your orders.
it's hard to experiment with things when you come up against someone who doesn't particularly understand the game very well. But then again, he might be
At your orders.
doing something.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Fire and maneuver.
Something different here. I can unload him all the way over there,
I'll
no
let
problem.
You off at these coordinates.
Bring this guy in here.
Ready, sir. Watch for crowds.
I'll bring a machine gun here as well.
Checking belt, sir.
Move up the infantry here, no problem.
Yes, sir.
Keep bringing these round. I'll move this up a bit further too. What else can we be doing here?
Second platoon ready, sir. Bayonets!
Yeah, I think this is going to be a bit of a walkover.
Scouts,
As I put those back in the... Get back in there. Get in your truck. Yeah, thank you.
Ready, sir.
Yeah, so I'll bring that around here. I get this on hunt.
Yes, sir.
See if you get any eyes on the road.
Yes, sir.
See what's going down over there. Move up the
Assault
units to
squad,
here.
Form up. Squad,
I think
at
these
your
may as well
orders,
move
sir.
across. Move these up. Yeah, always take advantage of your opponent wherever you can, where you can see they've not pushed up enough. I'll get in, I guess I better get some AA in. It's going to be a decent idea.
Ram spotted, check
I'll
your
be-
sights.
I'll really push it up high. Alright, so we've got a tank over here. Not sure what tank that is. P4, I think he's going to be shooting this guy up.
Reading you 5.
So I'm going to reverse him.
Back pedal.
And then I send him through
Let's go
there.
and look for Jerry.
I'll let him get his things together, I think. There's no point in crushing the poor guy.
We're caught moving this thing. We're done for. This war will be over by
Oh, I moved that to the wrong place, didn't I? Oh well, never mind.
Ram spotted, check your sights.
I'll stick to my plan. I get this anti-tank. I'll put him in here. I'm going to
Sir.
move this one round in here, cover over this area. Iconic Tiger. Alright, okay, that's a mistake.
Need some extra eyes.
Let's go and get rid of that.
sir. Let's have a look around.
Yeah, you don't want to be investing in that amount of points to start off.
Yes, sir.
That's just ridiculous. Alright, let's see. Move this guy over here. Actually, this might be better.
Hand me the binoculars, Private.
Move him round there. This guy, I'll leave him
We'll
where he
find
was
them
actually.
and we'll kill them.
Yeah, it's very quiet everywhere. I'm floating points, but
Recon team,
Because saying this guy doesn't look
Engage
like he
on
knows
sight.
how to play the game properly, so
Yes, sir.
let's try and be a bit kind.
Hit.
That's that one gone.
Copy that, sir.
Let's find that King Tiger. Just in case we don't get him. I'll bring out the other guy and unload him here.
Yes, sir.
Let's march
They're
him
out
across.
there.
Yeah, let's get that. Let's smoke up here.
Yes, sir. We're under fire.
That's going to be gone any second, I
Waiting
believe.
for orders. I've got him.
Fall back.
Let's get out of here.
Let's bring in a plane to help him not die, if possible.
Bien compris. Over. We're listening.
Yeah, don't buy Koenig Tigers. Don't buy KT. They're not really going to do much for you, I'm afraid.
Je décroche.
Let's
Ah, je l'ai eu.
move these up here.
Enemy spotted.
Let's get some more in here. Let's call that a day.
There are crops out there. We'll find them. Attack formation. Form up.
May as well move this machine gun out here.
Ready to take command, sir.
Yeah, don't advance this too far forward. There might be an AT gun
Stay alert.
somewhere. Did I use the other cavalry scout? I don't think I have I? I had 3 of them. It's 1, 2. Did it get blown up, or have I? Ah.
Yes, sir.
Oh
Enemy
well.
spotted.
I guess I'll move him over here so he can. This guy as well. Move fast up to here.
Yes, sir. Serpentine. Serpentine. Ready to blow up some tanks, sir.
Okay, a recon tank over here.
We're under fire. At your orders.
May as well move in. They've got a grease gun. Make use of that.
Need some extra eyes, sir. Recon team.
Let's get some
ready.
eyes. You're a recon, so yeah, do some recon.
We've got contact. Orders, sir.
I don't want to move it. I know that P4's around this area, so I don't want to move this up too far. Maybe just here will do.
We'll find them and we'll kill them. Yes, sir.
Let's get eyes over there.
I'm going as fast as I can.
Unload those over there. Yeah, so this forest
Squad, at your orders, sir.
should be mine. Or reverse, reverse, reverse. Don't want to get Fausted.
Recon team.
Oh, I got
ready.
Fausted. You can go and get the half track.
We're under fire.
He's got a tiger now. Ah, this is why I've done. Oh, but reverse, 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 reverse.
We're under fire. Aim small, miss small. We're out of AP, sir.
Oh, got it. Nice, nice, nice.
Recon team, ready.
All right, so this is
Easy, boys. Jerry's close.
and we got to surrender there. Yeah, not much to say about that. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, it's a new player. Yeah, this division's not the best thing to start. Again, play what you enjoy playing, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, if you're trying to win some games, 60th Panzer's going to be... actually, how's that one? I've been playing 21st lately, a little bit. I started picking it up, and it seems fun. But yeah, play what you want to play, to be honest. Yeah, his cavalry scouts did work. Connie's Tiger, the way he used that and the Tiger, you could see he's new to the game. Yeah, because against Butler, I can't I can't really do much against them, to be honest. Yeah, the Koenigsegg comes out. If you know what Butler's like, they don't have anything which is 2k range, except for the tank destroyer. But they've got, was it 3-4 rounds of APCR at 2 kilometers range, which only do, I think it's 4 damage each. So you're gonna need to hit with practically every shot and pen with every shot on this, and you got to hit the sidearm to pen it. So, yeah, bombing this with planes would be the way to get rid of it, or mortaring it with like 120mm mortars, maybe like 3-4 of them. If you get them close enough so they can hit it in enough times, you can get rid of that. And of course, you've got the old Shreks will get rid of everything, or bazookas. Yeah, I lost that M8 to the KT. I lost this. Yeah, just lost those two at the end there. Anyway, let's have a look at the replay, and hopefully I can help out some new players about what they can do. Let me see. Oh, Happy New Year! Yeah, it's Chinese New Year today. The Year of the Tiger, I believe. Alright. Yeah, don't worry, I can't beat hard AI. I was just testing things out on those replays. I was playing about with mortars and looking at different circles. Yeah, what I found was for the mortars, any mortars, to get like a decent, you get a little bit of spread but not too much. You're hitting a decent area. The circle, I would say at about 1500 meters, anything round about that point, you don't want to go too far beyond it, because then it's a much larger spread. Wait a minute, this is the wrong map. I'm an idiot. Ah. Oh, that's I'm uploading that video now, actually. That was the first game I was playing with Butler and testing things out, and this deck is adjusted from that. Let's find the thing. Where is it? Yeah, it's funny doing a live recording. So actually, it kind of helps you to think, because I'm speaking out loud about what I'm doing, and I'm not used to doing that. It does help. It makes me think more about what I'm doing. And it was, yes, kind of enjoyable, actually. It's better than casting a game I've already played, because it's, yeah, I guess it depends on the games, really. Alright, let's see what this guy's done here. Straight away, Koenigsegg. Alright, so, alright, first thing, put your vehicles on the road, or they will go very slow. Very, very slow. You do not really want to start off with too many tanks. You don't want to be, because this is worth 290 points. You start off with 750 income. That means you're gonna, if soon as someone sees this at the start of the game, they're gonna be like, all right, you've got nothing anywhere, and they're just gonna push you everywhere. And wherever this isn't, you're in trouble. The KT, you want to bring in, if you're bringing out at all, you want to bring to this area. You can cover this open ground. There's not many guns. There's like the 17 pounder that can get you from here. There's not much else which is going to be able to touch you. And if you want to be really, really cautious with it, you can put it in here, pop it in and out as need be. But you really, really, really need to put AA up with the KT to help you out. I'd also say bring a gorilla if you get them with in this deck. I'm not completely sure, to be honest. I don't play 16th Panzer. But then whatever gun shoots at this, the gorilla will then delete it within a couple of shots, no problem. But your biggest phase from the air. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, he's fast moving these at least. He's done what I've done. This, yeah, he must be very new to the game. And all of this is, but nothing in here. So, like I was saying, advising you to the guy who asked for some advice in his game, he's much better than this. But you need to look at your flags at the start here. So these blue flags on the 16th Panzer side, these are yours. So you can look at this and think, oh, that's not going to be too hard to get to. But then again, if you look at the map, think about how people can shoot across and stop you from reinforcing the areas. It's really important. So you want to get something out of it early, because if he sweeps through here early in the game and starts shooting around here, and you've not brought anything out here, then he's got this flag for free practically. So you can put some AT guns in here, reinforce with troops across here, and you're going to have a hard time getting this back then. He's going to be focusing this area of the map. Say here, you can't see my arrow, can you? I keep forgetting. Yeah, so you want to be bringing some, you want to be focusing on here, not say focusing lots and lots of resources, but just you want to make sure you've got a presence here. Like maybe a flamer unit, CQC units here, HE or one HE squad or something, because often people do try and come across here. They put it in a light tank or a support vehicle here to shoot across. But if you can get across here as well, it's another way to get around the back line. It's a good route of attack going down this corridor. Generally speaking as well, rather than just putting one unit in here, you want to rush up a flamer, or possibly more if you're feeling you want to attack in this area and take these flags. That's your plan. But plant something in this forest here. The reason being, if you've not done that, then your enemy knows they can walk into this forest and they can start bringing in reinforcements in this area. Like I said, AT guns to cover down the road, AT guns to cover over here. So you want some kind of presence in this area. So flag here again. This is often, these two little towns in this area, they're often contended at the start. People will rush down this road or they rush down this road trying to take these out. You often see smoke, early smoke starts here, people rushing in, trying to invade these forests. Key forests here, here. Well, yeah, all this forested area, these ones and this one, really important. Again, rushing in from my side here, I didn't have any AT guns, but if I had one, I would almost certainly bring one into here and pop it out around the edges so it can shoot at the tanks. Be careful though, because in this area, I found out a few games ago, I had an AT gun here, but it was on a slight incline, so it was aiming but it couldn't fire, so it was sat there practically all game not firing. It's a little bug in the game. They are attending to it, they do know it's a problem, but it's one of the things that's going to be quite hard to fix, I imagine, because it only accounts for little parts of the map where this happens. What they could do, I guess, is try and code into the game. Again, it's probably not particularly easy to do, is for the gun to only aim if it can fire. If they could figure out a way to do that, that would be good, because you have not being able to fire on the incline, it makes sense. It should be realistic. I don't see a problem, but when it's stuck there trying to aim but it can't fire, oh god. Luckily in the game it doesn't happen every game, not to me anyway, but it can be a little frustrating. Anyway, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and in this area, machine guns, usually double machine gun, but be careful to watch and bring them back if you can. I always struggle defending this area, but generally I want to get troops into here, so if they rush into the town I can come and contend against it. Yeah, I struggle defending from this side, I'm not going to lie. If someone wants to comment on it, that would be nice. I would appreciate that if anyone bothers to watch this video this long and say something about what they do in this area, because I find it a pain in the ass. Because if you put a lot of troops in here, sometimes you get off maps right from the get-go, or you get rushed in and you lose some infantry. But I guess the best way to be is put a good number of units in here, a couple of machine guns, maybe a flame squad, pioneer squad, leader, and secure infantry into this forest as well. But beware that you could use all of it. If someone OS-maps this area early in the game, and or they rush in and get you, it's a pain. Alright, anyway. Also from this side, blue side, this flag out in the middle of nowhere, pain in the ass. But if you put presence in this forest, you can usually sneak this flag and keep it as your, I say sneak it, keep it as yours. It's not too much of a problem. AT guns in here, AT guns in here, machine guns, other units to back it up. Often you get someone rushing down this road as well. I like to do that. Drop things around here, contest for these forests. An early rush, you want to watch out for that. From this side, rushing in and taking this forest. You can rush 2 flamers, 3 flamers, whatever down here. You can get into this forest no problem. You can, if I was starting on that side, I would probably do that and bring out a couple of these M8s and go around here. And if you back up this push and bring out an AT gun out here, maybe even into the open, so you can cover right down this road where they bring out tanks. To defend against that, AT gun in this forest. So you cover the road if you start ploughing in reinforcements. But yeah, so that's a good way to do it. I would usually drop some kind of infantry in here, maybe sneak them across if we can, or drop them directly into here. This area over here is a dead zone most of the time. Don't worry about it too much. Usually just drop 1 infantry unit in here. If a division, maybe a division like mine, where I can rush in lots of M8s around this part and some light tanks and things, you might want to back this up with if you got a cheap AT gun like M42 in here. It's a good idea. Or if you got if you're up against SPWs, they can come in here and you can sweep through, cause you havoc, and you can then spend too many points over here, which is difficult to get them back in the game from so far away. But yeah, anyway, the most important thing as a new player, make sure you get your flags. So you want to be putting something in here, get this flag, something in here, make sure you get this flag, and AT guns in here, AT gun here maybe, and make sure you can hold your flags at the start. Yeah, in this, on this map, you've got I'd say 3 or 4 in quite vulnerable positions. Whereas on this side, you can get this one very quickly from this side, but you need to invest a lot in order to do that. And if you do that, then someone's going to be maybe bringing in tanks here to stop your reinforcements, and then they can push through afterwards and start bothering you here. Or they might, yeah, well, many things can happen in this game. But you got the 4 flags here you want to be focusing on. So the blue side, it's more about where you've got your flags closest to the front line. The blue side, you're more top focused, generally speaking. Red side, you're more bottom focused, generally speaking, in terms of defending and focusing on your own flags. Then the next thing you want to look at is what flags can you take most easily, and ideally you want to get someone talking to at least a single tick, preferably pushing up to a double tick later in the game. So you need to think about what areas you want to attack in to get 3 flags. And there's different things you can do here. So if you're on red side and you want to focus attacking down this road, the chances of you getting many flags from here, it's not good. This is going to be an all-out assault. You're going to be throwing everything down here, with the aim being you want to get into this town, get everything out of this town, and you want to get AT guns into it as quickly as possible and cover in his reinforcement road. If you do that, you can win the game fairly quickly, because there's only one spawn here. The other 2 spawns, this spawn is never used, it's useless. This spawn is so far away, so if you lose this, then you got to reinforce from this road all the way around. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is set up on a historical map. I've got a feeling it is by the looks of it. But if it wasn't that, then a reinforcement road here would have made more sense, so that your people can't just rush in and take this. But it's hard to do though. It is hard to do. It's happened to me, as no doubt you'll see at some point. So yeah, generally say there's assault on this area. So if you can take out this town, if you can get into here, and you can get an AT gun to reinforce down the road, it can cover, if you put it at the crossroads, you can cover this area and this area. Even though it's in the open, it's not a bad thing to do. If you've got some AA backup so it doesn't get blown up, but mortars can get in the way. But you can take over this town, then you can get into this forest, you can gain these 2 flags fairly quickly. This is going to put pressure on him. You might be able to get, if you get it then further into this area, you can take this flag. So this is often where red is going to attack, especially if they're going for an early win. If it's for more of a long play game, you might get them probing over here, probing into this forest, and probing down here into this area. Also, you can walk out units in here. If there's nothing in this forest anymore, and you can see that by the bulge line will go maybe roughly up to about here. It'd look pretty flat, like this line I'm talking about. It will look fairly flat in this area. Then if you just walk out a flamer into the edge and see how far it bulges, if it bulges out a lot, you can just walk your flamer out into the open, which is hard to see for tanks and things, and you can sneak that flag. For blue side attacking, like I say, you can go into here, and if you can file, this is another all-out assault, similar to going on an all-out assault here. If you went on an all-out assault for this part, you can get in here. You need to reinforce on your first tick, quite a bit on your second tick as well. Get units into here, because the reinforcement road is a bit far away, because you got to go zigzag all around here, so you're going to need to cover with AT guns in the open here, and SG weapons, that's not even a thing, is it? HE weapons, the infantry guns, and yeah, some decent tanks, sturdy tanks to hold off. AT gun down the road here to cover down the road, and then flooding with light tanks, infantry, bazooka squads, and you can creep in and slowly make him invest a lot into this area, take over the town. Even you could then also make up a pincer movement and come through here. Usually people put something in here or in here which is going to bazooka or get eyes on what's happening, so you can get a bazooka in there. And what else? Yeah, also for blue, attacking this area, so you can take this and this flag, and attacking here and taking these. If you get this flag and you can push through, start contesting around here, and you can get units, rush them down here, get them into here, AT guns, tanks into here. You can do a similar thing, which is what happens over there, attacking the spawn. But for the red side, it's easier to reinforce. You can come down this road and start attacking, but it's still a pain in the ass. I think that will do now. I don't know what. Yeah, nothing happens in this game, as you saw. Oh, just one more point here. Yeah, because I was going to unload here, then I realised, oh, he's not moving anything, so I can move up further. So I just wanted to cover the road. As expected reinforcements to come, didn't happen. But as you see the lines not moving, start shifting your stuff up. This is one thing he's done right. He's got this one out here. So you don't need more than one unit to hold this flag, really. Yeah, this is good as well. It's just where he's unloading them and the speed he's getting them to the area he wants to get them to. Because you can bring this all the way out here and unload it. It won't get shot by anything. Possibly a plane. Where's this going? Yeah, onto the edge. Good. So you can see everything. This is going onto the edge here. Yeah, good. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you already heard what I think about the KT. Yeah, unloading here way too far back. You want to unload right up here. But this is because he's using slow transports. So you want to bring in your flamer units. I've not got flamer units in a Butler, so I'm relying on jeeps to push up the line quickly, which are they're fast enough units. Yeah, 95. The motorbikes, I believe they're 100 kilometers an hour, so they get there faster than jeeps. So if it rushed up, yeah, either a machine gun, which is what you usually want to do here, rush them up into here, unload and start. There's a machine gun exchange at the start usually, and with the German machine guns, they will basically beat out any other machine guns, which is why I put one back here, because I thought if he brings out two, it's going to be a problem. But if you had one out, then I was going to move this one up, and both of those will be able to take it out. Yeah, if it was 2v2, then I would just have the option to shift this one back a building and then leave it till later on. Maybe shift it round into the forest later and try and cover over in this area. Anyway, but yeah, these 4 units unloaded, 5 infantry units unloaded back, we're all the way back here. Yeah, so you want to be unloading in early into here if you can, early into here, and obviously into the town and into here. You can be extremely cautious if you want, and rather than, if you're trying to get things into this area, you can bring them down the road here, drive them through, and unload. But you can usually sneak something into here. You go down the road, but if you're scared of fast AT guns being dropped out in the open here and shooting your reinforcements, but you should be able to get something into here. Just be wary that you might get one sniped if you're unlucky. Depends what, if it's really offensive attack from the red side down here, then yeah, just keep your eyes open. You want to be watching this very carefully from blue side at the start of the game. Yeah, as soon as I spotted that, I tried to reverse it, but yeah, too late. Then straight in with bazooka squad. Because I saw the tank out there. Yeah, now I go seeking. The great thing about this squad too is they're a bazooka unit and they've got smoke. So if I had not had that smoke there, I'm pretty sure he would have been like kissing the dirt fairly quickly. Because you see how much he's suppressed, but I dropped the smoke to stop that. And then force aimed onto the tiger, then fall back straight away. If I'd stayed dead, I would have died. He would have surrendered me, but fall back, I can get him out, get him to use the rest of his bazookas later on, which he does. He does get one off, I believe. I'm not sure how many did they start off with. Yeah. Always look at your back line at the start of the game as well. Make sure all your squads are moving. I've not done that for a while actually. I usually always, first thing I do is look, because I guess my good habits, my new good habits have made me lax, because I'd usually always look, make sure everything's using, and I got to the point where they're always moving, so I stopped looking. Oh, they get lots. Yeah, so he's used one heat round from his bazooka. Oops, where's he gone? Yeah, so he must have 6 altogether, which is really nice. Yeah, and here I kept my, well, say kept my eye off the ball. That makes no sense. I didn't keep my eye on the ball here, because I've got this here, but I do manage to move it up later. But you want to keep, because this has the higher armor, so tanks tend to target the higher armor. You need to manually target. It's another thing to think about, because this has 75, isn't it? Yeah, 75 frontal. The Sherman has 90. So if a tank is in range to shoot at both of these, it will target the Sherman. But if this is ahead of it, it doesn't target the closest vehicle, it's the highest armor value. So that's why I want to put this paired with this one, so the tank shoots at the Sherman and not the destroyer. Because this does the damage, this will tank the damage. But this is a mistake here, as you can see. I should have the Sherman slightly advanced, so that anything that gets to see this one will see this one first, because the tank will shoot at the first thing it sees, as you will notice. Let's just rewind here. Rewind? Pause. Alright, so let's see what he can see, because he can see the Sherman. So I believe we've got an attack order here, so it's going to shoot. It's going to shoot on the Sherman as soon as it sees it. I was panicking here because I thought he was shooting. Yeah, so my destroyer is shooting on it. So he manages to see both at the same time, so we've got double whammy. Let's just slow this down, make sure I don't miss this. Yeah, and he's not targeting anything, and it's shooting at... Ah, it's actually shooting at that. Alright, so there you go, I learned something new here. Because yeah, because I do remember reversing that, but I thought it would shoot at the highest armor value. But it actually looks like that's completely wrong. I don't know who told me that, unless they changed it. they're shooting at the closest target, not the highest armor value. And I'm pretty sure he did not manually target that because he was just on attack move, that was all. And as soon as he could see something, he started shooting. He didn't see this one. Then he started shooting, he's firing at that. Or it could be because this is the biggest threat. That could be another thing, because the APCR has got a more chance of penetrating the Tiger. The Sherman has a very small chance of penetrating the Tiger, I believe. Let me just go back here. Yeah, because the Sherman has 90mm penetration. The Tiger has 125mm frontal armor. So it's basically going to bounce every shot from the Sherman, really. That's probably why. Yeah, it must attack the target which is most likely to kill it. But I think it always attacks armor first. So if there's an AT gun there, which is more likely to kill it than a tank, then it will attack the tank and not the AT gun. I think that's what I'm getting confused with here. Again, if someone watches the video for this long, then please confirm that for me. That'd be nice. Hobo, if you bother watching this. Yeah, so it's targeting the right tank there. So alright, that's something I need to keep in mind. Yeah, I've been playing this game for a long time. I've got over 1,000 games in this. I'm not someone who's like always looking into every little detail about everything. I mainly look at the divisions and the stats, but when it comes to the gameplay and the certain mechanics in this game, you can get things wrong, and they have changed things with certain patches too, so it is a complex game. It's not something where, like this guy, I hope he sticks at the game, but I imagine from his point of view playing this game today was just like, oh my god, it's just terrible. And you can get disheartened quite quickly and not want to play the game anymore. Well, many people can apparently, but it's not. If you're looking for a nice, easy, RTS game, easy to pick up, maybe you want to go for Company Heroes, things like that. This game is much grander scale. It's cross between sort of a simulator and RTS. It's very intensive. Like, to play at a decent level, it's really taxing. It can be really taxing. That's why I'm saying I just try and have as much fun with it as I can. But yeah, I think everyone who's played this game's got frustrated. It can get like that. But anyway, I don't think there's. Yeah, that's that. Alright, so hopefully that's useful. Goodbye, Z. I'm going to go away now. I hope you don't die soon, but I hope you do die, because no one wants to live forever.